Hello everyone, we are from Group 1 and we will be presenting about the Malay cuisine. But before that, allow me to introduce the group members of Group 1. Firstly, it's me Stephanie, Abi Rafdi and also Hamas Rarun. This is the table of content that we are going to present soon. So, without further ado, let's get into the content.
My name is Abi Rafdi Ramadan with metric number 274858. So first, I will like to tell you about introduction of the cuisine and the dishes. The first dishes is rendang. What is rendang? Rendang is a rich and tender coconut beef stew which is explosively flavorful, and beef rendang is the most popular rendang. It's called rendang daging in local language. It's arguably the most famous beef recipe in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. So, what is the story behind the most delicious dish in the world? Beef rendang is Indonesian origin, a delicious concoction from the Minangkabau ethnic group of Indonesia. It's often served at ceremonial occasions and to honor guests. I believe the dish came to Malaysia when Minangkabau settlers from Sumatra migrated to the southern part of the Malay Peninsula during the era of Malacca Sultanate. This dish is well loved by many Malaysians, especially the Malay community. To make the best rendang, you need to have the secret ingredient, which is toasted coconut. You also need to cook on low heat to slowly stew and simmer the meat and reduce the rendang sauce. So that's all for rendang. The next dish is chicken satay. What is chicken satay? Chicken satay refers to skewered chicken marinated with spices and grilled to perfection, and it's served with savory peanut sauce. What is the difference between Malaysian Thai and Indonesian satay? The most familiar version of chicken satay are native to Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia, but they are notably different. Whereas Thai satay tends to be relatively sweet and rich to coconut milk and sugar boiled in the paste that coats the meat and in the peanut-based dipping sauce. The Malaysian version, more herbal and savory. Its paste typically includes loads of fragrant lemongrass, ginger, galangal, garlic, and shallots, dried chilies, and spices such as turmeric, coriander, and cumin. And while the dipping sauce is also peanut-based, it's usually leaner and less sweet. For Indonesian one, the difference are the chicken they use is not only the meat, but also the chicken skin. They marinate it with some peanut sauce and sweet soy sauce. Their peanut sauce also has a lot of sweet soy sauce until its color a little bit darker. They put some lime and fried shallots too. The Indonesian one can be eaten with rice or lontong. Some of them are serving the satay with cucumber pickles and fresh cut shallots. So that's all for the chicken satay. Next, I will tell you about the history of the country and where the cuisine origin. Malaysians are divided into three races: Malays, Chinese, and Indians, who make up the majority of the population. Malaysian cuisine has developed over the region's history. Malaysian cuisine is a mixture of various food cultures from around the Malay archipelago, India, China, and the Middle East, and several European countries. This diverse culinary culture stems from Malaysia's diverse culture and colonial past. Being a multicultural country, Malaysians have over the years adopted each other's dishes to suit the taste buds of their own culture. For instance, Malaysians of Chinese descent have adopted the Indian curry and made it more dilute and less spicy to suit their taste. Chinese noodles have been crossed with Indian and Malay tastes, and thus Malay fried noodle and Indian fried noodles were born. Malaysians have also adopted famous dishes from neighboring countries, or those with strong cultural and religious ties, and in the absence of the established community from said countries, have made it completely their own. A notable example being Tom Yum, one of the Thailand's most well-known dishes.
The topography of the country. Malaysia is situated right in the heart of Southeast Asia and is divided into two geographical sections. One is Peninsular Malaysia and the East Malaysian provinces of Sabah and Sarawak in North Borneo. The two parts are separated by 650 km apart by the South China Sea. Peninsular Malaysia's neighbours are Thailand and Singapore, meanwhile Sabah and Sarawak border Kalimantan, the Indonesian part of Borneo, and Sarawak surrounds by tiny enclave of Brunei. Malaysia is hot and humid all year round. Temperatures are usually between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. For humidity is usually 90%. The east coast of Peninsular Malaysia has a really rainy season, although the country gets monsoon climate.
Number 4. The prominent food ingredients and flavoring in Malay cooking. Firstly, pandan, lemongrass and curry leaves, which enhances the aroma of Malay cuisine. Besides, whole mixed spices such as black pepper, clove, star anise, cinnamon, cardamom and bay leaves, which are also essential items in Malay cuisine. Moreover, sweet and salty soya sauce are also used in Malay cooking, especially for sweet and sour Malay cuisine. Besides that, curry powders are mainly used for preparing grain, and plum sugar used to make Malay sweets such as onde-onde. There are two types of tamarind, such as tamarind slice and tamarind, which are used mainly in asam pedas, coconut gravy, and fish curry. Furthermore, galangas is a type of ginger used primarily in making rendang. And finally, dried red chilies are used to make some spicy dishes such as chicken sambal. Number 5. Cooking methods of the Malay cuisine in stir-frying method, which saute with small amount of oil in pan, such as vegetable stir. Moreover, grill method are used to grill or smoke on charcoal, such as satay. Moreover, steaming method of cooking food in boiling water with steaming pot, such as nasi kukus. Next is frying method is used to make deep fry dishes, example deep fried chicken. And lastly, boiled method that cooks food in boiling water, such as onde-onde. Number 6. Different regions of Malay cuisine. Firstly, Eastern region consists of Pahang, Terengganu, and Kelantan. The local Malay cuisine is gulai tempoyak, ikan patin in Pahang, nasi dadang in Terengganu, and nasi kerabu in Kelantan. Secondly, North region consists of Kedah, Perlis, Pulau Pinang, and Perak. The local Malay cuisine is nasi ulam in Kedah, gulai kemahangan in Perak, perkasam in Perlis, and pasembur in Pulau Pinang. Thirdly, Central region consists of Selangor and Negeri Sembilan. The local Malay cuisine masak lemak cili padi in Negeri Sembilan and satay in Selangor. Lastly, Southern region consists of Johor and Melaka. Famous local Malay cuisine is air katira and laksa Johor in Johor, and asam pedas in Melaka, which is premium in Malay cuisine.
Now I'm going to reveal the general characteristic of Malay cuisine. GHI Nudin 2013 defined Malay food by 5 characteristics, which is flavor, ingredients, texture, influence, and ways to consume it. The first one is flavor. Mostly Malay cuisine is rich in flavors, from its strong in spiciness to the sweetest, sour and aromatic flavors. All of these flavors can be obtained by simply blending and mixing the herbs and spices together. The most widely used herbs in Malay cuisine are lemongrass, galangal, turmeric, ginger, garlic, torch ginger and many other. Meanwhile, the spices such as fennel, cumin, coriander, cardamom, clove, star anise, mustard seeds, cinnamon stick, fenugreek and nutmeg regularly used in various Malay cuisines such as soups and curries. As Malaysians love spicy, this flavor could never be skipped for any type of dishes. In Malay cuisine especially, spicy flavor came from either very spicy bird's eye chilies, also known as chili padi, dried chilies or fresh chilies. Next, the sour flavor came from lime juice like kaffir lime or calamansi by simply pressing and twisting them to extract the juice. Usually this is done in sambal belacan. Granulated sugar and palm sugar is used to create the sweet flavor both in dessert and main dish like sagu pudding, nasi lemak and satay. The third point is ways to enjoy the cuisine. This is not much of surprising for Malaysians to witness anybody eating with their right hands. Traditionally, Malay cuisine are consumed with their right hand, where they just simply scoop mouthfuls of any dishes onto their palms and then ladle this into their mouth with the back of their thumbs. However, some cuisine requires diners to use the utensils such as spoons and forks, especially cuisine with soup base. Texture refers to those quality of food that can be felt with fingers, tongue, palate or teeth. Food have different textures such as crispy, crunchy, hard and tender. Mostly Malay cuisine comprise of aforementioned texture, which are crispy for deep fried cuisine, creamy due to the use of coconut milk and tender for meat.